I have a new channel manager, right? And in my channel manager, they keep track of the different things that's going on, the different conversations. They give me the feedback. They say, Anton, you need to tap into this video, tap into that video, read some of these comments, whatever, so on and so forth, to get a better understanding of what the sentiment is from the people, right? Now, I know that the overwhelming majority of the people are bag chasers and they rock with me and they do whatever it is that they do. But for some reason, the Jason Whitlock interview triggered a lot of people. It brought a lot of men out of their feminine energy. It brought a lot of women up to the front of the congregation. And there's been a lot of controversy around those clips in that video in particular. And so I said, And so I went back and I watched the video and then I watched the clips that's triggering people. And a lot of people believe that I'm supposed to be humble about my success when it comes to my resources, but more importantly, when it comes to me doing the right thing, being a nerd and being a family man, right? One of the things that was highlighted, and shout out to Jason Whitlock, because I thought that he communicated very well about his thoughts, so on and so forth. I still disagree with him about a little bit, but you don't always agree 100% with anything that anybody says. Sometimes you think a little bit differently, and sometimes it's necessary throughout the interview for me to read what the vibe is, and then I step back and just ask the questions. I don't always have to give my opinion because it's not about me. You see me every morning, but sometimes you want to hear what the thoughts are based off of the questions that I pose to the guests so that we can mine out and then come to a conclusion later. But for some reason, people believe that I need to apologize for the fact that he emphasized how he neglected to become a family man, how he specifically, and the words were out of his mouth, decided that he wanted to impregnate and knock somebody up earlier in his life, that he wanted to live the big, sexy life because he had the visibility and all of that. And I'm supposed to come down off of my high horse because pride cometh with a fall. Now, I don't know where y'all get this from. Why would I be apologetic about doing it the right way? Why would I be apologetic for not being the one that cheated on my wife? Somebody in the comments said, Anton, he's basically saying that he wants everything that you already live in. You need to be more humble about yourself. Pardon my French, but fuck you. Why would I apologize for doing the right thing and being faithful to my wife and being married and being a family man and being on my purpose? And why do I have to show more empathy for somebody that, or for you that chose to do what you wanted to do as a grown individual? Just because you want to hold yourself accountable and you have an opinion about your own life, don't mean that I got to support it or substantiate it or agree with you. I don't care at all about what you decide to do with your life. That is your life. You need to take ownership and be accountable for whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to hold me accountable on something, and hold me accountable on something that I'm doing wrong in real life. Hold me accountable for robbing somebody. Hold me accountable because somebody said, Anton, you didn't pay me my money. Hold me accountable because there's some woman out there in the atmosphere that said, Anton, you bust me down and you cheated on your wife. It will never happen. And you know why? Because I am without spot or blemish when it comes to doing people dirty. I actually am a good father. I've never abandoned my kids. I don't have any baby mamas. I've never cheated on my chick. Why do I have to apologize for doing the right thing? When did we start holding the people that do the right thing accountable and then start supporting and advocating for the people that actually did some pookie shit? When did that start being a move? I'm just curious. When did I have to start holding myself accountable for doing the right thing? How is that the move? I'm never going to be, because this is what we see in the black community on a regular basis. You see your favorite rapper and he popping his shit, he talking shit, and he putting up his money phones and he advocating and he doing all of the wrong things and being an example for your kids. And you will sit there and you will make sure that you buy all of their concert tickets, pump all of their music on every streaming platform, make sure you following them on Instagram and resharing every single post, video, and reel that they put on the internet. I sit here am literally an example of the thing that I would want my daughter to marry, whether you agree with it or not. Don't have a spot, wrinkle, or blemish on my record as far as doing anything wrong. And you want to sit here and tell me that I should humble myself? No, I'm the person that's supposed to be popping my shit. I'm the person that you're supposed to be sending your son to say, hey, if we want strong black men in the community, this is the person that you should follow. You don't have any leaders. Let me be real with you. Let me talk for real, because apparently we missed something. Maybe we disconnected. Maybe I'm off. Maybe I need to rewatch my streams and figure out where I'm off. You don't have any leaders in your community. Umar Johnson, trash, baby daddy. Boyce Watkins, married, a baby mama. Ain't never did nothing for nobody. Ain't funded no businesses. As a matter of fact, the most blackety black ones are the ones that take the most donations from their Asian partners, which then come back and say that they trash. Who your leaders? Quavo, Offset, Rick Ross? Who? Puffy? Not married, never been married, got every baby mama in the world. Nick Cannon, Future? Name one. Give me one of your leaders that's actually a reflection of the thing that you say you want in a family man, in a businessman, and a church man. Somebody give me one. Where are your leaders? Why would I be apologetic for actually being the thing that I advocate for? You say you want strong black men. You say you want a leader in the community. You say you want somebody that's actually a reflection of what you would want your daughter to marry. You say you want somebody that's strong, stand on their purpose, somebody that actually does good business, somebody that actually advocates for good women, whose wife is a reflection of what men say that they want in a submissive wife. What more do you want from me? Why would I ever apologize to you for being the right thing? Ain't never robbed nobody, ain't never sold no dope, ain't never poisoned my community, pour back into the people's businesses, ain't never sold you a course, ain't never sold a course in my life, have given more back to the community than I've ever gotten from it. Travel city to city for y'all to see me in person. Don't hide behind the camera. Am a phenomenal father. Chose not to have any kids out of wedlock. They say you a nerd, you this, you that. I am. I love it. Absolutely love it. Didn't even leave my city. Could have went over into another city like all the rest of y'all. I want to travel to Atlanta, Houston, Miami. No, I buried myself. I went out, became successful, and then came back and then buried myself into my community in the inner city of Detroit, even moved my offices here. I don't fly to other cities in order to do stuff. I bring people into Detroit and then show them what it is that's here, what's great about it, how it is that we need to pour into the community. Tapped in with the mayor. Tapped in with the former mayor in order to tap in with the mayor. Know all of my city council members, treasurers, pour into the community, mentor for young kids, 14 through 24. What the fuck you want from me? I don't owe nobody nothing. I am never, ever, from now until the day I die, until I actually do something that is egregious towards somebody else that you can then hold me accountable for, then I will take ownership and accountability for that. For right now, I'm taking ownership and accountability of my greatness. We are so ass backwards to where we think that we are supposed to apologize because we are doing things the right way and actually adding value into the community. Oh, Anton, humble yourself. Humble yourself, nigga. You's a piece of shit. You ain't never did nothing for nobody. How you gonna tell another nigga how to spend his money? How you gonna tell me how to pop my shit? How you gonna tell me how to be a good husband, nigga, and you ain't never been married? You ain't never been faithful? You ain't been faithful in church? You ain't been faithful in your relationships? You ain't been faithful on your job? You don't even go to work on time, nigga. Who you gonna talk to? Who you gonna tell? Who you gonna talk to? Nigga, I'm the Michael Jordan of being a regular dude. I'm the Michael Jordan of regular men. I am the Michael Jordan, a living legend of regular men. But you know what's so interesting about that is because when Michael Jordan dropped that documentary, there was still people that hated him and said, man, you should be humble. You know what Jordan said? He said, yo, I'm not worried about them because they ain't never won nothing. You ain't never been successfully married. You ain't never made $1 million. You don't even know what $1 million look like. You ain't never paid off a mortgage. You ain't never mentored a young dude. You ain't never did nothing for nobody except be a poison to your community. I'm never going to apologize. I was looking at my channel manager. I was like, I can't wait. Yo, he showed me that yesterday. I said, I can't wait to show up on a live tomorrow. I can't wait to show up on the live tomorrow. You know what the only problem with me? This is really going to burn your soul. You know what the one problem with me is? The only problem with me is that it's not more of me. Because if it was more of me, if it was 8 million of me, because it's only 13.6% of the population, if it was 8 million of me, 40 million of me in the black community, we'd fix this shit. We would be at the top of the food chain. We wouldn't be asking Jewish people in order to get reparations for them white people. We wouldn't be sitting here begging and borrowing. We would control everything. If it was 8 million men that was like me, there would be no baby mamas. There would be no strip clubs. There would be no drugs in the black community. All of our places that we would call hoods would be phenomenal neighborhoods. We'd have no student loan debt. Our women would be submissive. Our daughters would be phenomenal. Our sons would be men's men. We wouldn't have to worry about that infiltrating the LGBT community. You wouldn't have to worry about swingers. You see, the problem with you is that you want the devil's playground, but I don't subject myself to it. And so because I won't validate your bad behavior, you think it's something wrong with me. In reality, it's something wrong with you. It's something wrong with you. Never, ever, mark my words, February 7th, 12:54 p.m. Eastern, I'm never going to apologize for being great. I'm never going to apologize for being great. And if you are a man, because this ain't even just about me, this is for every single man that is not commenting in the comments, not visible, don't have nothing to say, but on the back end, send me an email and say, Anton, you are a reflection of what it is that we advocate for. We just can't always say it because we got a job that we got to worry about. We got to worry about being canceled. We got to worry about somebody saying something to us or doxing us. This is for you. This is for every man that stand on their principles, are men of their word, do what it is that they're going to say what it is that they're going to do, mean it, are a reflection of what we should be wanting and advocating for in our community. And as nerds, shout out to the nerds, shout out to the people that show up to work every day, shout out to the people that ain't selling drugs and celebrating trash culture, shout out to the people that hold their wives down and don't believe in getting divorced and is actually holding their family together, because that is the best way for us to build wealth and actually be an example to other people. Shout out to the people that got the beam out of their own eye and is living in greatness, living in truth, and trying to come back down from the clouds in order to pour into everybody else and is catching shots on the back end. Shout out to y'all. That's who I do it for. I'm done. That's it. That's all I want to say. I don't got nothing else. That's it. I said what I said. I said what I said and I meant what I said. Shout out to Hobie Baby 316. Says Anton need to have that ether track in the background. Get him. Man, I said what I said. I don't owe nobody nothing. Shout out to Connie Mathis for holding me down with the 2-ball. I appreciate you, love. Why would I ever apologize? Patriarchy says Donald Trump is my black leader. Shout out to Patriarchy. Stephen Baker, what up, though? He said church. Shout out to Jay Tate, says we love you, Anton. Continue being an example of consistency. They want me to turn more feminine, and they want me to start giving in, because that's exactly what they doing to men today. They feminizing them and they making them bend their knee to the crown. I'm never doing that. I'd rather stand on my feet than lay on my back and die like a coward. I'd rather stand on my own two than lay on my back and be like a coward. I'm sick of y'all. Sick of y'all giving in to all of this trash culture and behavior. And you think that I'm supposed to apologize for actually being the thing that I would want other people to be and that other people are wishing that they should be. And it ain't even got nothing to do with whether or not I'm a better person than them. It means that I made better decisions, that I'm standing on my two. Man, fuck you. Fuck everybody that got something to say that ain't conducive to what it is that we trying to do in the black community. And this is why I say people need to be left behind. Shout out to Blaze Skywalker. Blaze Skywalker says, I'm out here trying to maximize my wins to minimize my losses, but that's why it's good to see someone like yourself who is just winning, brother. Keep going. They don't get it. Shout out to Izzy the Man. Izzy the Man says, you speaking more facts than Wikipedia. Shout out to Pretty Boy 79 says, you preaching, fam. Don't change up ever. I'm going to become more of what it is that I am. Listen, before it's all said and done, the only way to stop me is you're going to have to kill me. You got to kill me to keep me from coming. You got to kill me to keep me from stopping. Because no man, no person, no devil, no demon, no principality is ever going to get me to do anything other than exactly what it is that I do. And it's being a reflection of what God said that we are supposed to be as men. If you're supposed to be a king, if black men were the original kings, if black men are the children of it, if black men are the first person on the face of the earth, then why are you so weak and why are you in last place in every single category? As an individual, we're not even going to talk about as a group. Why are you in last place in every single category? You sit in the back of the class. You barely graduated, and the only reason that they said that you can continue to go through and get your diploma is because they had the No Child Left Behind Act. You got the EBT card, and you begging somebody else to be able to feed your kids. You can't even make it to work on time. You can't stay faithful and hold down your family, and your family unit is a broken household, and you want to blame it on the federal government because you can't control that hoe. You can't control that hoe. The government got more control in your household and your chick than you got. You's a weak nigga. You can't even control your own chick in your own household. Nigga, how you gonna talk to me? Your woman don't even do what you say she's supposed to do because she don't even believe in you. Your woman don't even believe in you, homie. You blaming it on the system. You saying that the government incentivized your chick to leave. Listen, you can offer my chick $1 billion right now and she will never leave. It doesn't matter how much incentive that she got because I'm a man's man and I come from a lineage of great kings and men's men. You can't incentivize my chick to leave. I don't need no incentive in order to be able to keep my chick. I don't need to fix my household. It's fixed. It was never broken in the first place. What are we talking about? I don't give a fuck about feminism, man. I talk about this stuff in order to fix you. I'm already good. Through thick and thin, broke, rich, no matter what, my chick is there. My daughter is straight. Never, ever gonna be one of these chicks that have to advocate for a student loan forgiveness because she ain't gonna be a statistic of a black woman that is the most educated, the most enrolled, and the most in debt. If I lost everything today, we gonna die off of our principles. We gonna stand for something. We all going together. That's what a man looks like. Don't matter what anybody put in front of your face. The devil is always going to put something in front of your face. You can't tempt me with something that I'm not interested in. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to have a poly relationship. I don't want to have gay people in my household in order to then incentivize my daughter to be a certain type of way. I'm not interested in hanging around a bunch of people that is for the streets, and that's why I have marriage parties. I'm the influencer, not the influenced. I control the narrative. You are the one that is getting influenced and controlled. You change your opinion and your narrative and your sentiment depending on whoever it is most popular at the time that can make you feel good about yourself. I stand on my own too, no matter what. It does not matter what happens, who does what, who gets popular, who doesn't, who goes rich, who get broke. I am the same person since day one. Steady. Never no shaking my hand. The government can't incentivize me. Nobody can control what it is that I got going on in my household because I did it the right way. No steps skipped. I don't have to come back and then tell my story about how it is that I had to fix my relationship because I was full of shit and I was out here fucking around and doing dumb shit. No, I did it right the first time. This ain't no redemption story. This is a celebration of kings. You're about to get me in my bag early. It's Tuesday. It ain't even Friday yet. Gather yourself, my nigga. We got a show to do.